Groundbreaking KMBC9 investigation is forcing changes in jails and prisons across the country.
A recent KMBC9 Chronicle restraint found more than 100 deaths and injuries linked to restraint chairs and systems in 29 states. Investigative reporter Matt Fleener shows us a father pleading for better training for jail staff after his son's death. And the video you're about to see is hard to watch, but important to see.
Oh yeah, he was a great kid. He was happy.
19, a gifted musician. This was the Isaiah Trammell his family knew and loved. Kelsey Trammell is Isaiah's dad.
I'm disappointed that nobody got him the help or care that he needed.
2 years have passed since Isaiah Trammell's last moments in the Montgomery County, Ohio jail. In those moments, you can see Isaiah banging his head against a clear jail door.
When Isaiah would get overstimulated, he would bang his head to help him calm down.
Isaiah lived with autism, ADHD, and Tourette's syndrome. His dad said Isaiah would often bang his head in what people with neurodivergence call stimming to self-soothe. Off camera, Isaiah also told jail staff he couldn't breathe. Deputies had booked him that morning on a previous domestic violence warrant his family believes was a complete misunderstanding due to his neurodivergence. Isaiah also said he wanted to commit suicide. But instead of taking him to a hospital, jail staff strapped his hands, his legs, and his chest into a restraint chair 2 times. This last time, a deputy took a picture of a bump on his head he got from banging his head on that jail cell door.
And that was one of Isaiah's triggers. If somebody touched him, or even a seatbelt, it would be a sensory overload. Anybody that has seen what has happened to him can clearly see that he's having a mental health crisis.
Isaiah remained strapped down in a restraint chair, in and out of consciousness, when a medical worker tried to calm him. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Can you calm down with me? 10 hours after his booking, he eventually went to the hospital, where 3 days later he died. An autopsy listed complications of blunt force head trauma as the cause. His death listed as a suicide.
It was literal torture.
His father believes jail staff should have done so much more to help his son.
To sit in a restrained chair and have a mental health crisis and just want help, being ignored.
He wants jail and prison staff across the country to watch Isaiah's story, to update their training and change how they handle those with neurodivergence, besides strapping them down to a chair.
So the more awareness we get out, the more people that voice their concerns, that's the only way you're going to get change.
A special thank you to our sister station WLWT in Cincinnati for capturing that interview. Isaiah's family has also filed a federal lawsuit to force change. Montgomery County, Ohio said it has started collaborating with the Autism Society there in Dayton on updated training, and NAFCare, the health care provider that day, has not responded.
Now, Matt, we know since your Chronicle Restraint aired that law enforcement all over has started viewing your Chronicle as part of their training.
That's right. And this could hopefully be another story that they watch in that training. Isaiah's dad really hoping all law enforcement will implement what's called safety on the spectrum training. They have a specific training for first responders through the National Autism Society. I've posted that to my Facebook page. You can also watch our full investigation right now on KMBC.com/restrain.
And you can also watch KMBC9 Chronicle Restrained right now on our YouTube channel. It's also available to stream on the Very Local app, which you can download for free. And there will be an encore showing of the documentary on KCWE. Catch it Saturday, May 17th at midnight.